Augustine of Hippo de Magistro, Episode 11. Augustine, recte intelligis, simul enim te credo anam advertere, et iam si quisquam contendat, quam vis nullum edamus sonum, tamen quia ipsa verba cogitamus, nos intus apud animum loqui, sic quoque locutione nihil aliudagere quam commonere, cum memoria cui verba inhærent, ea revolvendo facet venire in mentem, res ipsas quadrum signa sunt verba. Adeodatus intelligo ac sequor. This longish portion, you will notice, begins with Augustine responding to something that Adeodatus has said, and to figure out what that is, to get context, you will need to go back and watch episode 10. He says, recte intelligis, you understand properly, you have figured it out. For I believe that you notice, te anam advertere, at the same time, if someone is intending to think, etiam si quisquam, here's our nominative, or masculine singular nominative, subject of the subjunctive contendat, that if someone is attempting to think, although we let out no sound, nullum edamus sonum, nevertheless, because the very words ipsa verba we are thinking, then you notice that, and here we have the nos, etc., dependent on anam advertere. So let me clear the slate here for a moment to make this more evident. I believe, credo, that you notice at the same time, te anam advertere. So te, the subject of anam advertere, then we have these subordinations. If someone is attempting to think, although we make no sound, nevertheless, because we are contemplating the actual words, you notice, te anam adverte, that we, now here's the accusative subject of loqui, that we are speaking in our mind, apud animum, on the inside, intus. That's an adverb. You notice that we are speaking internally to ourselves, we might say, in our mind, apud animum. So also, sic quoque, by that speaking, by speech, locutione, notice that references the infinitive loqui. By that speech, we are doing nothing other than, nihil aliud, we do, agere, we do nothing other than to remind ourselves, com monere. Now this is a little bit complicated if we don't pay close attention to it, but notice all of this is controlled by credo. I believe that you notice, credo te anam advertere. We have the subordination from etiam si through cogitamus. I believe that you notice that we, nos, we speak, nos loqui. Thus also in speech, we agere, nos agere. So this accusative is the subject of both of these infinitives, loqui and agere. We do nothing other than reminding ourselves. So far, so good. Because, or when, cum, the memory, now here's our new subject in the subordinate clause, feminine singular and nominative, the memory to which the words cling, or with which the words are consistent. What does the memory do? The memory causes, facet, by rolling around those things, or reviewing those things, and here's the gerundive, revolvendo, the gerund, revolvendo, which takes ea as its object. By reviewing those things, the memory causes the actual subjects, res ipsas, to come into our mind. Res ipsas causes those objects to come into our mind. Then we have a relative clause describing res ipsas, namely quadrum through verba, those subjects of which the words are signs, signa sunt. So that's the whole of it. It's not an easy sentence, but I hope you can see the skeleton of it pretty clearly. I believe that you notice, te anam adverte, that we speak, nos loqui, that we, in thus speaking, we do agere, nothing other than reminding ourselves, when, cum, memory causes, facet, those very things to come into our mind. It is a memory, cui verba inhærent, to which the words, or in which the words consist, or to which they are attached. And it does this, revolvendo, gerund, by reviewing those things. Ea revolvendo facet, it causes the very subjects to come into our mind, the subjects of which the words, quorum verba, are merely signs. To all of which, Adeodatus, and I hope you also say, I understand, and I follow you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, please press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment.